go. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the orange Protoss player, the StarCraft 2 Protoss, representing himself from the Netherlands. He is the classic Slayer himself. It is boanaan. It's crazy. He's wild. He's already caused one upset. Can he cause another? Can he make it to the finals? Well, spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Korean Terran player, the Brutal Terran for Streamer Zone. It is QuanTa. And if you are in the chat, you know what time it is. It is time to get your gamba going because predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will take it. Shouldn't be a surprise. Forge from boanaan. As a reminder, this is going to be a very short series because we are going to be cannon rushing every game. Let's go. I mean, hey, he 2-0'd Classic with cannons. Can he take down QuanTa as well? The pylons have been placed and the cannon rush is upon us. Meanwhile, QuanTa does fully wall off. He fully walls off the ramp. Does throw down the depot in time. Second probe has arrived. Cannons can still be set up and probes can still gain high ground vision. Try to work their way through that wall. There's a cannon on the way. Gateway as well. The probes are here to add some DPS to try and delay some of the building. Some of the structures. Yeah, extra voids are being pulled. And depot under fire. Bearing in mind as well that these depots, they cannot be lowered, so QuanTa walls himself in. Bunker behind this. Single gas opener tells us that QuanTa wanted to go for an economic build, wanted to go for a rack expand, but the cannon is up. And that depot is being knocked down. Bunker's halfway done. The first Marine will pop out. But last boanaan, he still has high ground vision with that probe. The Marine! Oh, Marine goes down. Big pickoff. Uh-oh. The Marine goes down, the depot is under fire. SCVs, if they try to repair, they are going to be within range. And the SCVs are being targeted down. Ooh, one SCV goes down. Second Marine about to pop. Behind this, there's a Cyber Core. Now, with a Cyber Core, this can turn into a proxy Stargate, into Void Rays. QuanTa going for the proxy factory. Let's go. Going for the proxy. Send it, Fabi. Second cannon has finished up. Depot is still under fire. Cyber Core's almost done. Remember, with the Cyber Core, you can go either Robo for Immortals or Stargate for Void Rays. What's it going to be? As both depots will fall. At the same time, Factory is about to finish up. It can float into the main and go for Proxy Hellion, go for Proxy Widowmine. Oh, but QuanTa supply block! The supply block! He can't make anything! Also, I apologize, I said Widowmine and Hellion. It's Brood War Terran, of course. My bad. Can't go for Proxy Vulture, I should say, but he's supply block, he can't make anything! Depot's on the way. My brain was just SE2 build. Adept does shade in. Guess an SCV is going to be Proxy Stargate. Meanwhile, the Vulture is in production. As SCVs go down, QuanTa frees up more supply. So it's a good thing he's losing SCVs. And the Vulture will be able to dive into the main. Has yet to reveal itself. boanaan's still in the dark as to what's going on. We're banking up Vultures. At the same time, Void Rays on the way. Oh, it's going to be Mass Marine to defend. You can see the probe is looking for any kind of proxy or ninja base. But he doesn't check his main. The call is coming from inside the house. Oh, another supply block. But the Vultures, they do bust in and they can one-shot. Yeah, they can one-shot probes. Probes are going down. They rush back to the cannon. But we are denying any kind of mining, any kind of economy here from the Protoss. Does he recall back home? The Void Ray now commits. Void Ray does commit. boanaan doesn't have the energy for a recall anyway. boanaan, can he still pull this off? Does get into the mineral line. Some SCVs are going down. But again, boanaan, no mining whatsoever. He's trying to go Proxy Tempest, but he can't afford it. Void Ray fighting with the Marines. Marines, they do deal a lot of damage. Void Ray gets low. Does survive. And there's the recall. There's the recall back home, and the Void Ray will clean this up. But again, such delayed economy for boanaan. Even though he has the fleet beacon, no Tempest. He can't afford it. He cannot afford that Tempest. So the proxy's so heavily delayed. Still no mining, still one Vulture. Finally, it's going to go down. And boanaan can finally start to afford that Tempest, but in the meantime, we're building up more Marines. The Marine count is building up. Stim is done. Medics are here to support. Breaking through 2 cannons and 2 shield batteries is still going to be a tough ask, but the tank is on the way. The tank will help. He stims in. Oh, he has the high ground. He has the high ground. The first cannon will fall. Tank has arrived. And boanaan is being shut down. Oh, the Artosis pylon! No! The pylon! The pylon goes down. Everything gets depowered. Not like this. And it looks like QuanTa has done it. He shuts down the proxy, shuts down the cannon rush, breaks out of his main. And he can now move out across the map. There's nothing at home to defend. Just so much of an investment here in the proxy. At the same time, the one Void Ray dives in. Let's go. The one Void Ray does buy some time. We're fueled by a little bit of copium here from the side of boanaan. I mean, technically he has an economy. He can try to rebuild. This one Void Ray tying up all these Marines. But only for so long. Goliath production has begun. And boanaan back at home is going for the Robo. Will eventually get into Immortal production, true. I mean, if QuanTa takes too long, boanaan, he's expanding. No shot QuanTa allows this to get up and running, right? No shot. Bunkers on the way. QuanTa, he's first cleaning up the proxy. I mean, this is buying a lot of time. You could argue that technically QuanTa could have ignored this. Technically, he could have ignored all these buildings and just walked across the map. And there would have been nothing at home outside of just one cannon. And the Void Ray could have been recalled, but there would have been plenty to work with. But here we go, QuanTa does pull the trigger. And I'm going to be very impressed if boanaan can somehow survive this push. He has one Void Ray, a shield battery, a cannon, soon to be an Immortal, and a Dream. Let's go. It does stim in, takes down the Void Ray instantly, and GG gets called, and QuanTa takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played. QuanTa will take a lead in the series. And again, all thanks to the proxy factory. Floating into the main base, going for the proxy vultures meant that boanaan, even though he was gaining ground, even though he broke into the main and got his Void Ray up, he could not afford anything else. His economy was completely shut down, and despite having a fleet beacon, no second Void Ray, no Tempest, no nothing. As QuanTa was able to bounce back. With that, GG. GG, well played. And we'll see if QuanTa will take the series 2-0 or if boanaan can bounce back and force the ace match. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh, the vetoes! You're crazy! Let's go! This I was not expecting here. Okay, everyone's freaking out. So, I don't know what the vetoes were, but Paradox makes it through. Paradox is going to be game number 2. For those that have tuned into this tournament series before, you would know what's coming next. This is typically a map reserved for the finals, because it is always vetoed. This map has never made it through the veto process before, until now. I'm a little bit in shock. If you're curious, what is Paradox? Paradox is an island map. It is an island map, something that is never seen in SE2 anymore, and again is usually reserved for best of 5s, just because you have less vetoes, of course, in a best of 5 process in SE Evolution. But it has somehow made it through the best of 3 vetoes, and here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Paradox, where you cannot cannon rush because you can't go across the map because it's an island. Oh my god, it's crazy. The probe, oh, he doesn't know. What's okay. We have we have the orange Protoss player from the Netherlands representing himself, currently teamless, but still is the classic Slayer. And can he force the ace match? What can he do other than cannon rush? Does he know how to play the game outside of making cannons? We're about to find out. It is boanaan. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Streamer Zone. It is QuanTa. Well, no, mas, one more game is all he needs to make it through. And I'm really excited. I mean, okay. So a couple of things here. We have one big island. We have one big island initially with 3 bases. You have potentially 3 expansions. On top of that, high yield gas geysers as well. So I'm feeling Skytoss, right? Like that would make sense. If you have so much rich Vespene gas geysers, you can take these expansions, like going into Mass Stargate into, it is SE2 Protoss, bear that in mind. So into like Mass Phoenix. Maybe a Mass Phoenix, maybe a Mass Void Ray, maybe just a Skytoss rush into Tempest or into Carrier. I do think that is in the cards for boanaan. Meanwhile, QuanTa, oh my, 3cc. Look at the greed. I mean, this is something you can never get away with on any other map. We have seen something similar to this, if you remember, on, not Gresfan, oh my god. What was that map? It was a map pool ago in SE2. I can't believe I've forgotten the name. The map that we saw Spirit go 3cc before Factory against Solar at Katowice. Which was crazy, Jesus. But you know what map I'm talking about. It's the map that was in the map pool at the start of the year before this map pool with a pocket 3rd base. Anyway, that's where you could be a little bit greedy, but this is 3cc before racks. That is insane. Oh my god. So it's all about being greedy, right? It's all about being greedy, and boanaan did go for the Gate Cyber before the Nexus. So we have QuanTa being as greedy as possible. We have boanaan delaying the expansion and rushing into a Stargate first. So he's rushing into the Stargate, rushing into either a Phoenix or an Oracle. Here we go. Hold on, it's bothering me that I can't remember the map name. I don't know why. I keep thinking like it wasn't Gresfan. It was earlier this year. Radizza Station, that's it. Jesus. My brain had removed that from my memory. But Radizza Station was a map in SE2 at the start of the year where we saw Terran players be almost as greedy as this. Not quite as greedy, but almost. And we're going double starport. Triple starport. It's all about the air. It's all about the battle in the air. It's all about air control. Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. Rax is floating over to Scout, of course. Factory as well. We have some Overlords. Oracle comes in. There's no anti-air. There's nothing. SCVs are going down. Despite the mass starport, the Oracle has arrived. SCVs are falling left and right. Five SCV kills, 6 SCVs. Now the Oracle will run out of energy. True. Will run out. But that is still insane. 8 SCV kills. Ay. 9? Oh, not quite. Does run out of energy. But last, there is a second Oracle on the way. So it's Oracle into Phoenix into a second Oracle as well. Wraith production has begun. But already this is a good start for boanaan. Gets 8 SCV kills. Max is forced back. So there is such a thing as being too greedy. A little bit too greedy here for QuanTa. As again, he skipped any kind of racks or any kind of factory production. So was vulnerable. And that one Oracle still parked over the base. Meanwhile, Mass Wraith is in production. Second Oracle's moving out. And how many more SCVs? How many more SCV kills does head towards the natural. Wraith otherwise distracted. More SCVs going to be falling. And QuanTa just doesn't have the Wraith count. Not yet. It's going to be how many? It's going to be 7. Another 7, another 8, 9 SCV kills. Oh my god. Another 9 SCVs go down. Look at the trades here. It was 2 Oracles for 17 SCVs. Now, on the one hand, QuanTa could afford some of these losses as he could afford some of these losses as he did open up triple CC, so he can make 3 SCVs at a time. That is true, so he could afford some, but he can't afford this many though. 17 SCV kills, and because the map is so large, I mean, we have another Oracle moving out, and the Wraiths, they're on the hunt. They're looking for any kind of stray Oracles. They're trying to keep up here with the rotations. I believe this factory did spot the Oracle, and the Oracle will be found out. Nice catch. Meanwhile, boanaan behind this, going into Mass Phoenix. Makes sense. I say that. Only 1 starport. Interesting. Okay, never mind, sorry. Double starport, Mass Phoenix. There is +1 air attack on the way. There's a forge for cannons. Robo is on the way as well. I imagine the Robo needs to be for the Warp Prism so that boanaan can expand. I should also mention there are additional islands. So there's an island here on the right, center left. So that's center, two on the left, two on the right hand side here in the center of the map. And to expand, we will need a Warp Prism. We'll need a Warp Prism here to unload a probe to try to take another expansion in a longer game state. Meanwhile, Phoenixes move out. So do the Wraiths. Oh, they do pass by each other. Phoenixes, they hit across the map, and the Wraiths, they turn back around. SCVs are going down once again, and QuanTa out of position. No turrets. Is punished. I'm loving the cloak, though. Nicely done. Wraiths, they cloak. Oh my god, the value. They shut down the Phoenixes. They shut them down so hard, real quick. No detection. Most Phoenixes do fall. 2 of them do escape. Good trades here by QuanTa, but again, he loses 7 more SCV kills. Well, 7 more SCVs do go down. He does uncloak. Observer did arrive. There's that Warp Prism on the way. Scan. Oh, if we can snipe the Observer! True. If QuanTa can snipe the Observer, then he can win the battle in the sky. Remember, there is no Oracle, there's no Revelation. The Oracles were sniped earlier. Uh-oh. Yeah, cannon. Cannon's on the way, that makes sense. boanaan will need some stationary detection. Scans once again. He spots the Observer. He wants it! Remember the Stalkers. Oh! Does snipe the Observer. Very nice pick off. And there's no detection! No detection, but there is a cannon in the middle line. Ooh, but the cannon is denied here over the production. Pylon's gonna go down. Nice pickups. Depowers the Stargate. Scans, gets the another Observer. Prism goes down. Again, very nice. The Invisible Boys. The Mass Wraith. I mean, that's the difference between the Wraith and a Banshee. Wraith, they shoot up and they shoot down. Crazy. They can do both. Another Observer has arrived. Behind this, Oracle's on the way. I do like the addition of the Oracles for the Revelation. True. And despite all the losses earlier, QuanTa, he's back in this. Double expanding, throwing down 2 more CCs. Building up more Wraiths. boanaan, ooh, has a massive mineral bank, having a hard time spending his resources. And has yet to expand. And again, there's a factory and a Rax as well to deny. And remember, Phoenixes, they don't shoot down. They can't do anything about the buildings. So the Stalker's going to have to be dropped to actually work through these buildings to actually expand. So that's a bigger delay. Now finally we get a 3rd Stargate and a Fleet Beacon. Scan once again. Going for the Stargate. Meanwhile, boanaan will expand, or will at least attempt to. We'll see if he can. QuanTa's going to be alerted. He does respond. Actually pulls away. I mean, the Revelation is still in effect. And the problem is that if he attacks, I mean, he's going to be baited into a fight. The Phoenixes are getting ready. QuanTa expanding as well. Science Vessel has arrived. He can go for the Irradiate. As Phoenixes are prone to stacking. Wraiths, they come in. They one-shot. They one-shot the Stalkers. Science Vessel has arrived. Doesn't engage with the Phoenixes, pulls away. Getting his upgrades, working towards 2-2. Mass turrets being thrown down. But boanaan, he gets the Nexus. That's what's important. Base is going to slowly get up and running. He can always recall as well to saturate. If Annual Pulse Crystal's finishing up. So Mass Wraith versus Mass Phoenix. Only 1 Science Vessel, bear that in mind as well. But it is there to support. Wraiths, they deny the cannons. They don't finish in time. Phoenix is diving in. Oh. They don't fully engage, not yet. Science Vessel comes in. Up! Goes for the EMP. Yeah, gets the EMP off. Massive connection. And it looks like the Wraiths, they will come out on top in this fight. Yeah, the EMP was brutal. And GG gets called. With that, QuanTa will take the series 2-0. That EMP was insane. And will advance on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. So my apologies. In my mind, I don't know why, I was like, oh, he could like EMP, but like, what's it really gonna do? Gonna like strip away the energy? Nah, the shields, papi. Of course, of course. Dudge shut him down. Unfortunately, there was there was a really interesting interaction as well, like the idea of requiring the Oracle, of course, for the revelation. Without it, we saw how dominant the Wraiths were, able to cloak, able to avoid detection, and able to kind of wreak havoc a little bit more. Likewise, boanaan was also struggling to spend his resources as well. It's just such a really awkward game state, and without practicing on Paradox, like, again, like it's not something that you're not quite used to going into this kind of like mass air army. And yeah, it was wild. I mean, it was still a really good start for boanaan. Remember, he killed 17 SCVs. That was insane. Just how many workers were killed. But alas, QuanTa was able to bounce back. Was able to bounce back from there. GG, well played. QuanTa will take the series. And we are getting ready for the grand finals. It's going to be a ZVT between 3Point and QuanTa. Let's go. Here we go. Meanwhile, a shout out to Acer313. God, papi, God. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft Evolution or just content in general here on the CranKy Ducklings. Thank you so much for the support. We do appreciate it. And I'm sure those that receive the gifts will appreciate it as well. Shout out to Random Hyper 1, Alive in the Wire, the Tapia, Matrix or Matrix, and Carp as well. Big shout out.